Hey friends, welcome to a very special vlog. In this video, I'm going to take you through the process of joining an expo, show you all the materials and prints that I have prepared for it, and the day itself as well, just all the chaos and the fun. So yeah, let's get started. I ordered 250 business cards. They came in these boxes. Why? The quality is pretty good though. I like the linen paper. My friend Valerie from Kaayo Studio did my branding. This is my logo that she hand wrote, which is really cool. And then these are my details at the back. More cards. I just designed this myself using my own photos and then the brand that Valerie did, but I was the one that laid out these flyers myself because it's pretty easy nowadays with Canva. At the back, I have some quick tips to make your photo shoots feel like the movies, and then a QR code to book a call with me. So it's not just going to my website to inquire, but actually like making an appointment with me. So I'll see how that goes. I don't know if hopefully that's not too pushy. It is a good way to filter like the serious people who actually want to book a photo shoot or a wedding with me. Really, a lot of marketing is just trial and error. Like, don't believe the people that say otherwise or that guarantee results, because there's so many different factors in marketing. You just don't know. You just don't know what's gonna work, and what worked for one person might not work for another person because their circumstances are different and all those kinds of things. So yeah, I'm just doing what I can. I also have a sample album that I've prepared. To be honest, this was from a year ago, so it doesn't have my more recent shoots, but it also costs a lot of money to put an album together. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to use the one that I have from last year. It is now a few days later since I received some of my prints. I now have to work out the photos that I'm gonna print that's gonna go on the walls. My expo setup has walls, so I want to put up some photo prints. I've just been trying to work out the A paper sizes for the posters, and I really needed to visualize it in person, so I taped up some A4 pieces of paper to come up with A1, just trying to figure out what photos to print and what size. This is definitely gonna be one of them. Just vibes. Also wanted to show these lanterns. I will be bringing these to the expo as well, just as some additional decor. My posters just came through the other day, so I'm gonna unbox it with you guys. This box has been through it in transit, so I hope that my posters aren't damaged. Here are the posters. I ordered 6 and there's only 4 rolls. So hopefully it's kind of all in here, or if there's any missing, then I hope it arrives very soon. Unwrapping the first one. Ooh. This is the first one. It's a cute milkshake photo from one of my shoots. It is kind of dark, but you know, the photo is kind of dark to begin with. So next one. Yeah, there's 2 here. These are my B2 posters. Oh my god! Look at that! This is Charlie and Clyde looking at the moon. I don't know if you can see the moon. It's very faint, but it is there. There's the moon. And then the next one is Paolo and Donna at their wedding. I really tried to print photos that are not the traditional like poses. So this one is at a swing. You don't really see that very often in wedding photos. So yeah, so exciting. Cute. This is another one of my engagement shoots. This is at the Auckland Domain. Yay, I got my whole delivery. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so these are my biggest prints. Can you tell I like darkness? And this is the last one. Another one of Paolo and Donna's. Not to be biased or, you know, like try and pick my favorite children or anything like that, but Paolo and Donna's wedding was, to be honest, one of my favorite weddings that I've ever done. It's nothing against my other clients. It's just that they had the best planning and the best timeline in terms of they really took their time with each and every step. And so I was able to also have the space to take as many shots as I want for one scenario. And that is a photographer's dream, which I understand that not everyone has the luxury to afford in terms of time, but it's just my personal preference, obviously, as a photographer, to have considered amounts of time for each and every step of the timeline. And so if you're planning your wedding and you want to focus on good photography, which I highly recommend you do, not to be biased again, because photos are the ones that will stay with you for the rest of your life. So I highly recommend having a timeline with lots and lots of buffer in it, not only so that your photographer is not rushed, but also so you're not rushed and you're having the best day. And you know, you can take 5 minutes here and there if you need to. You can have another drink, have another snack, what have you, in between all those moments that happen throughout the day. So yeah, that's just my tip as a wedding photographer. Happy Friday. I just came from Pilates class, which was amazing. I don't think I've worked my glutes like that in a while, so I'm definitely gonna feel it tomorrow at the expo. I am now at Bunnings. I'm gonna get some Velcro tape so that I can mount my posters up on the walls. Back in the car. Let me do a quick little haul for ya. So I got the Velcro tape. I got 2 rolls just in case. I got some Scrub Daddies because they were there and I needed some more at home. Last but not least, I got some painter's tape inspired by Andy Cooks to label all our food in the fridge, because at the moment we're just going off of memory, and after a few days you kind of forget which rice container needs to be consumed first. That's like irrelevant to this vlog, but I thought I'd share anyway, because why not? Hello, I'm back home and freshly showered. I wanted to show you guys the photo prints that I picked up yesterday. These are going in the photo frames for the expo. Now, I actually have less frames than I do prints, but I just printed whatever I wanted to print anyway, and then just kind of narrow it down on the day, I guess, when I'm setting up. So the 5x7 print is this one. It's of Charlie and Clyde. So cute. That was in a park in the middle of the city fringes, which is crazy. Like, you wouldn't even believe that this was in Auckland. Like, how good is that? And then some more from the shoot that I did in the last vlog. It's kind of dark. This is like the starry shot. You kind of have to look closely to see it, but I think the print quality is great. It's exactly what I intended, but you know, it's kind of too dark to frame. And if you're at an expo just kind of walking past my stall, you'd probably be like, what the heck is that? It's just all black. So I might use this instead of them lying down, which is really cute. Another one from a previous wedding that I did. This was in Beaufort's. So cute, this mirror shot. And then this one is at Settlers Country Manor. Very cute. This is like Wes Anderson vibes, which is also why I wanted to print it out, because yeah, very movie inspired. I kind of need to have a way to grab people's contact details instead of just giving away my business cards and not really feeling certain that it would go anywhere. Like, I need to grab people's details so that I can follow up with them and catch up with them afterwards to figure out what they need in terms of photos. So I'm just gonna think through that. Also, can you tell that I'm such an amateur with vlogging? Because most of the time I'm looking at myself on the screen and not at the actual camera lens. So sorry if that's an ick for any of you guys. I'm just gonna have lunch actually, because it's noon now. Go to Warehouse Stationery, get this Instagram QR code printed, and then just kind of do some light admin the rest of the day, and also catch up on some church stuff. Just finished up at Warehouse Stationery, and these are my QR code prints. This is the first option. This is the second option. What do we think? The beige or the green? The expo would have been done by the time I post this video, but I want you to feel like you're involved, you know? And then another little development, I ended up getting a bigger bin for my expo stuff because my current situation is not working, so I need a bigger container. Good morning. It is the day of the expo. I'm ready. All packed up in this massive container that I bought yesterday. The pull-up banner doesn't really fit, so I'll just have to take that separately. Same with the posters that have been flattening for the last few days. My parents have very kindly offered to help, so they're just gonna meet me there. I'm just gonna load everything into the car and then make my way there. Ano yan? Puto? Yeah. Tsaka Spanish bread?
Yeah.
Wow. This is the full setup. These are my lovely parents who are helping me out for the day.
It's very important to preserve our roots, and it's also very important to dive deeper into our cultural roots, our pre-colonial roots. And remember that being Filipino is enough, that being Filipino is wonderful, that being Filipino means so much more, and that once we accept who we are, it is power, it is responsibility to uphold who we are. Thank you so much.
It is later in the evening now, so apologies for the lighting. I know it's just never as good as natural lighting, but anyways, I just wanted to say how grateful I am and happy that this day happened. I just love meeting people in person and getting to know a little bit about their story and like what they're looking for in terms of photography, grabbing people's details so that I can reach out to them with all the information that they will need is so key. I think that that is a good strategy for something like photography, which is a very, it's quite a high ticket item in the sense that it's kind of a once in a lifetime decision, and you do spend a decent amount of money for it. So it's not something that a quick conversation at an expo stall can solve, but it's more of a gateway to like a further conversation later down the line. And yeah, it was a really good experience. I had so much fun, ran into some friends. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't know, maybe not necessarily just expos, but like in-person things, because I just think that is where the best relationships are formed. And I also just want to give the hugest shout out to my parents who were there for the whole day. They were even earlier than me and helped me haul all of my stuff in the rain, mind you, to my expo stall, and also helped me pack down afterwards. The same goes for Aurora, my sister-in-law, and my cousin Joao, and the various people who visited my stall, my in-laws, lots of other friends, lots of family friends. And so yeah, I'm just so grateful for the people that showed up. I appreciate that I didn't really tell everyone. I didn't blast it on my Instagram or anything like that, because my goal was to meet new people and not just have a yarn with my current friends slash clients. I guess just to wrap up this video and this expo experience, I just want to thank you so much for coming along on the journey. As I said, I look forward to doing more of these in-person things and hopefully share it on the vlog with you guys as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!